So this is going to leave us now with the balance of the lamb loin. And now earlier on I referred to the thin bone structure that sits at the end of the lamb of the loin chops. And they're now clearly visible here, very short. That's why it would never classify as a proper lamb chop, which requires a long bone. That's why these are called loin chops. We can again trim this off completely. Now if one compares this bone structure with the lamb bone structure, this is the one where we first trimmed it to a rack, then we cut chops out of it, so this is now the remainder of the bones. If I remove just the top layer of the fat now, one can clearly see the different size in the bone length. And this is why this is called a lamb chop and this is called a loin chop. So here we have now our lamb fillet. This is now our loin lamb loin from the proper lamb chop. And this is the remainder of the loin from the loin chop. And you can clearly see the difference in size. This is typically in a beef referred to as a sirloin, typical sirloin cut, and one can clearly see why. It's that beautiful oblong shape. I've already removed the fat knob that is typically on that clearly identifies the sirloin. On a lamb it is too thin, makes a very little use, and it falls off during the grilling process. This makes a beautiful individual portion of roasted lamb loin. Kind of thing that I would serve for Valentine's Day. To recap, our lamb fillet from the entire loin, our proper loin from the lamb chop, and the remainder from the lamb chop. So the whole thing in a whole carcass would actually be positioned and situated like this. You have your loin, you have your sirloin or the lamb chop loin, and the fillet will be positioned underneath there. So this is how the midsection of the lamb was actually positioned before it was deboned.